Right, welcome back. Last time, we invaded Scotland. Isn't that wonderful? Managed to get about half their Devon provinces, and actually probably more than half their Dev. Yeah, this province has a lot of rural population, so fairly effective over there. Partially because Scotland, well, England in their war with Scotland, well, with France, forced Scotland to break the alliance with France, so I could sweep in and quickly grab a lot of provinces. Of course, now that they're to France again, it's questionable. I could decide to invade France now. They are busy fighting England. I mean, I could attack England, but they're just so much tougher than me right now, so... France is overbuilt. Well, Castile and Aragon are certainly capable of taking them down. Just, well, not just in the land department, but also in the sea department. So, yeah, that's the question I left on last time. So, all right, let's go. I'm not going to use the subjugation castles, Belly. Yeah, because I'd rather conquer. Take them down. Believe I have all of their remaining provinces claimed anyway. Yes, so. Well, except for Yatland, but... Right? Oh, I thought I would get permanent claims on the Isles area, on the Highlands area. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter enough. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not just France. It's also Anjou. It's also fairly strong. It's Anjou's in personal union. Ooh. Well, we can handle it. Hopefully. Surrealism. Burgundian court artist Jules van Noort has finished a masterpiece, and it is causing quite the stir. The painting style is unusual. Traditional Burgundian painting used transparent glazes to conceal the brushwork, while this new impasto style was rough and uneven. More shocking was the content. Most Renaissance painters chose moral and religious themes, and Jules van Noort was no exception. This painting, however, was dark and fantastical, the stuff of dreams and nightmares, more gruesome than pleasant to look at. Because of this, the court at Dijon is unsure what to make of it. Is this the birth of a new style, or just a deliberate attempt at shock and disgust? They shushed him out, by the way, so... at least inside the game, I'm not sure what happened historically. No. I might be lucky and get a province, although I find that fairly unlikely. Well, there's a decent chance of getting an English province, actually. A 30% chance of success should attempt to land there. But a successful voyage is like 40% anyway, so... Unconditional surrender. Excellent. I do want to see how willing France is to war reparations before I do anything, though. Nope, they're still unwilling. Okay. Can't do a bit of finagling around. I've already gone to regulate the leases. I need a bureaucratic advisor for that. Oh, I can appoint magistrates across the realm. Excellent. I already have enough influence from having done recent reforms anyway, so... I'm gonna head down and help blockade. Hopefully that's going to be enough to convince them. Yes, excellent. Right. I can ask for a bit of cash to hand over to Castile and Aragon. Sure they'll appreciate it. So that sounds fine to me. I'll save the army tradition there for when I really need it. Ooh, it stretches properly. Nice. Sort of. It's a little odd looking, but it works. I'm sure it's gonna look way better once I get down there. Tear down fleet maintenance. And Portugal is no longer on the mainland, huh? Weird. Madeira is only. Does Portugal still exist? Nope. Portugal no longer exists. Wow. I guess there's next to no chance of preventing Iberia from forming, so... Why not? I'm gonna need more... I'm gonna need a good province down there for global trade, probably. It's going to be easiest. Oh. Bonfire of the Vanities. Let me just set the entirety of England as... There we go. Perfect. There, now it's the perfect color of red. Sure, goes right on ahead. Take the knowledge of the two provinces. Okay, definitely getting dry docks and battlefield ambulances. Naval force number plus 5%. Military tactics plus 0.25. Cavalry shock plus 0.2. I probably can't afford any reforms thanks to how low on diplo points I am now. Except for maybe banning the sale of offices. And I don't think I can put together the influence for that. Yeah, no. Autonomy became worse. Oh, great. Oh, this province is also Norse. Does it also have the natural location? No, it doesn't have the isolated island. Okay, that might be a source of unrest. Norwegian separatists. Institutional governance instead. A state is not merely a ruler. Ruler authority minus 10%, institutional authority plus 10%, possible advisors plus 1. This will make the rather poor current ruler a little bit less of a drain on my points gain. With more institutional authority, the actual executive is going to be a bit stronger. It should give me less power for it. Uh-oh, here it comes. The 95 Theses. Martin Luther, a Norman monk, has broken his silence and publicly criticized the church for its excess. Writing in everyday language in place of Latin, he argued that God demanded belief, not good works, in order to be saved. He then went on to point out 93 examples of the church violating this principle, focusing especially on the sale of indulgences. Some say the monk nailed his tract on the door of the same church for all to see. All we can say for certain is that he sent a copy to the Archbishopric of Pays-de-Caux. The Protestants are here. Lost the crusading expedition against all infidels. The time of crusades is over. And the Reformation has arrived. Yep. Jülich is already Lutheran, as is Bremen-Verden and Mecklenburg-Schwerin. Okay, at least no one else is here yet. Minor. Put over here. Okay, so I actually want a good location for controlling trade in the region. Cuba is probably the best option. Yeah. Alright, at least I know better. I guess because I was the first one to actually send an expedition successfully to the New World, I get this event. In 1481. I'll take that prestige, thank you very much. There's a big problem with Scottish scientists. Yeah, there's a good time to stop here. Let me just buy a bit more noble loyalty. Let's provoke some of their autonomy. Well, Actually, there we go. Let's reduce their influence. Buy their loyalty with some with the influence interaction. Oh hey, Erasmus has arrived. Anyway, I've discovered the New World and gotten some of the best provinces, although one of which I've only done via colonization. It's going to take a very long time for things to get better over there. Give it some time. Give it some time. Some issues out over here. But yeah. Again, it needs a bit of time. But things will get better. I've actually taken on France and won with the help of Castile and Aragon. Eventually, well, and I actually did not expect Anjou to be a junior partner of France, so that was another added bit of difficulty, but the war was over, we won, and I managed to fully annex Scotland. I've also started using the expedition system to first gain a province down here. Although I don't plan on this one really contributing all that much. Eventually it might, but I doubt it's going to be that great. But yeah, this over here will give me some progress in the efforts towards obtaining Colombian imports. Oh, and I did get the event for being the first to discover the New World. Around 1481 or so. Managed to get lucky and got the maps result when checking out Hispaniola. I'm trying to get provinces here, but it's taking its sweet time to get there. Yeah. England also managed to diplo-vassalize Wales and has now integrated them. And they've also converted their way to Lutheran. Scandinavia swapped to Lutheran as well, but has swapped back. Yeah, Scandinavia did form, so that's going to be a fairly dangerous potential opponent. But, well, our interests really diverge for the most part, so... Although I'm sure they would be fairly interested in getting these eventually, but Again, that's very much an eventually. Portugal is now confirmed to have disappeared. They no longer exist on the map, since these islands were taken over by England. I can now see into Asia as well, so we've got Big Korea, Great Ming. Bengal's being invaded by China, but that is nothing new. And Karakhanlu has, well, done a lot. That's honestly amazing. Good job. I probably might have been able to do slightly better, but not much. Bohemia has also finally moved away from being Hussite, so there's a lot of Protestant in their provinces. Yeah, Reformation happened, in case it wasn't already obvious. Hilariously, Ferrara is also Lutheran. And Anjou went Lutheran as well. Not a recipe for instability in France. Nope, not whatsoever. I've also managed to go a good ways into bureaucracy ideas. I'm going to wait on the omnipresence until I'm more ready to deal with... until I've managed to successfully shut down the nobles a bit. It's going to be difficult though. I need to continue expanding the bureaucracy and its power. So that I can handle that stuff. But, well, it's definitely going to take time. However, building a strong set of colonial subjects will help with global trade, because it means I don't need to start mucking about with, well, trade companies over here. At least not nearly as much as I already do. And I will almost certainly have to send expeditions down here. Lots of good locations, honestly. Yeah. Heck, if I'm lucky, I might actually be able to take over Mexico for myself. That would be difficult, but it would be so worth it. A powerful subject down there with so much manpower and resources and whatnot, although I would have to be careful. Again, that sheer amount of population would make it difficult for me to control unless I were to defeat England. England is fairly weak-ish. I would not win against them in a straight fight, that's for sure. But their only ally is Bieskin down here. Yep, this one little miner with 1k troops, so... Yeah, probably the only reason why the Republic is still alive. Castilla and Aragon certainly have the troops to win if they, you know, ship troops over here, but I find it unlikely they would actually bother to do that. On the other hand, there are so many reactionary warlords that have just been sitting around for ages. Doesn't look like they're bothering to try to de-siege it. Still, that's a bit of a long-term thing, isn't it? The Empire has already started to collapse. Lovely. And Milan is the Emperor. Are they a monarchy now? Yes, they are a kingdom. Okay. There's really not much else to say. Anyway, I have certainly gone on long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then.